All right, so you went over how the Olympic torch moved around Korea.
Right.
Well, I'm now going to talk about the distance that some of our athletes have to travel.
All right,
okay?
sounds great.
So come on over, let's take a look. All right, so first of all, you have to understand that the airport is in Seoul, South Korea. Okay, it's roughly where I put the star right here. The athletes also have to drive another 78 miles to get to the Pyeongchang, to get to the Olympic Village. So on top of how many ever miles they traveled to Seoul, they now have to also go another 78. It's got to be tiring. So here we go. Let's take a look at this. Let's look at our American athletes. From New York City to Seoul, South Korea is 6,965 miles by airplane. How far will they travel in all? So that means that this distance here is 6,965 miles. Now they also, remember I told you they have to go another 78 miles in here somewhere in order to get to the Olympic Village. So in order for us to do this, we need to take our distance to Seoul and then add our distance to the Olympic Village. So let's take a look and do that. So 6,965, and we're going to add the 78 miles. So 8 plus 5 is 13. We're going to carry. 7 plus 6 is 13, but add the 1, don't forget that, is your 14. 9 plus 1 is 10. We're going to bring down the 0 and put up the 1. And then 6 plus 1 is 7. So we actually have to travel to get to the Olympic Village from New York City. That's not including any of the travel in the United States. But from New York City, they have 7,043 miles. Okay, so let's take a look at another country. Sydney, Australia. All right, we're going to travel 5,116 miles to Pyeongchang. So how far is it to Seoul? Now, we're from here all the way up here to Seoul. Remember, this was Seoul. So, and I told you it was 78 miles from Seoul to Pyeongchang. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually take the mileage to Pyeongchang, and we're going to take away how far away that is from Seoul. So remember, when we do this, we're going to borrow. So I can't do 8 minus 8 from 6, so I'm going to borrow. And I always do this. I cross it off because that little 1 confuses me. So 16 minus 8 is 8. Uh-oh, 0 minus 7. I can't do that, so let's do this again. I now have 10 minus 7, which is 3. Nothing to subtract from a 0, so we're good there, and nothing from the 5. So in order for people from Australia to get to Seoul, they actually have to travel 5,038 miles. All right, so let's look at just one more real quick here. How about if I'm going to Santiago del Estero in Argentina, over here in South America, to go to Pyeongchang? To get to Seoul, it's 11,799 miles. Now they want to get to the Olympic Village, so we're going to add that 78. 9 plus 8 is 17. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 7 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. And then they're actually going to travel 11,877 miles to get to the Olympic Village. I hope you enjoyed that.